Hi, I'm Chris, and this is,
Ed.
and we are Guide to Be Wrong. Today, again, a special occasion, again, is with us, my brother Cesar. Welcome back.
Thank
Welcome
you, thank you,
back.
thank you, guys.
Thank you
It's
very
good
We've
much.
to
heard
be
great
here.
things from the first show.
Yeah, hopefully,
Yeah, yeah.
hopefully, you
Uh,
keep
to,
growing. You guys keep growing.
yes, thank you. And listen, this is your home, so please come anytime you want. Right? Today's topic is going to be a very interesting topic, right? We're from New York, and we dealing with this right now. Should rich people pay more taxes? Right? That's the $1 million question. What do you think?
I think they are paying a lot, right? And what is now like 65% in New York? That's how much.
That's what they're going to bring it up to. Yeah.
No, that's now.
As now? Oh,
Yes. And basically they pay like I think 8% of the whole budget of the. I mean 80%
oh, the entire
of the
tax.
whole
Yeah.
tax that it comes from them, right? And totally they should pay more if you said what else they are going to do, and if you are able to attack to lower corruption. Like 30% of our budget comes from goes to corruption, right? So if you could lower that, I don't know if that's possible, and actually tells you what they are going to do.
My beef about people paying taxes, right?
Is that they
Because
charge you?
it's two things. It's two things. So governments project. Oh, we're going to add this tax. So we are we projecting revenue? Or I just going to give a number, okay? Just for the topic, right? We're projecting a revenue of $500 million, right? They're projecting,
Hmm.
but then they realize that now they're only going to collect 200 million. So guess where the other 300 has to come from? The next bracket below and below and below because it's already projected. So they have to come out with a 500 million somewhere. So at the end of the day, the only people that get hurt every time they tax the rich is the poor people because we end up paying the bulk of it. So this is not even this is one of those fraud things that it sounds good, like Diet Coke. Oh, Diet Coke is good for you. No, it's not. It's not good for you. It's still bad. But because you're putting that diet on it, you make it feel like no, but it's a good thing. Soda is bad, no matter which one it is. All right, diet or non-diet, soda is bad for you, right?
Hmm.
The same thing goes with tax the rich, because at the end of the day, there's one thing that he's been proving over and over and over and over again is this: that you claim that you want to tax the rich for services, and then nobody provides the services, and the little bit that you do, you want to increase it. So the next year, you want more money. So it never ends.
Hmm.
And at the end of the day, historically, there's nothing that has been fixed by taxing the rich more and more and more and more. Because at the end of the day, all they do is pocket the money. Nobody knows where it goes, right? And at the end, the results that they claim that we're going to have, it never actually.
But if you will have results, if they say, for example, raise 10% in second homes that are over $3 million, and then you get I don't know $80 million for that, and that they use actually that money for something that you could actually see, that will you will agree?
Yes, of course.
It's just
But
that
but
you are
but
against all these.
of course, but again, show me where.
That's what.
Show me
But if
where
they will, you will
has
be
that
okay.
been done. Show me where. Show me
Hmm.
where the hospitals. Show me where the roads. Show me where the schools. Show me where the money have gone. That all this money that you keep saying we're going to tax it, because taxing the rich is not a new thing. They keep saying that over and over again, and they keep passing. And just to be clear, most people don't realize the rich pay the most taxes than anybody else, and they even have extra taxes that they pay on top of the taxes. I'm poor, so I only pay two taxes: state and federal. That's it. I don't have investments. I don't have properties. I don't have what you call it, portfolios. I have none of that.
But they don't. I mean, people that have portfolios or investment or properties, they don't pay. They pay no tax for none of that.
So they do.
So should they?
No, but they do. They do. They do
Okay.
pay taxes. Now, of course, again, this is the famous loophole. And again, why are these loopholes? Because the same people that want to get elected by telling you I'm going to tax the rich are the same people that keep these loopholes on because they're also millionaires.
What do you think, Seth?
I think that they're well. I think you have to go back to the beginning, right, to have a really good understanding on what went wrong with the taxes that we have, because the initial point of having taxes was to make more equitable and affordability for the majority of the citizens of this country. Now, I do agree to an extent that the rich do pay more of their taxes, but they also take in more, right? They also are taking more than everybody else regarding all those, as Christian mentioned, those loopholes that they can get away with, such as having accounts in the Cayman Islands or in different places where they can hide money or protect money from being taxed.
You mean, but
Now-
illegally, because all of that is illegal.
No, if they're getting away with it, so it's legal.
No, all the.
Those are the loopholes. That's how you get away with
No,
loopholes.
I think he was talking about legal loopholes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too. Those
No,
are
no,
legal
all the Caymans and all of that, those are like illegal loopholes. It's called.
No, not
it's
illegal until you
legal.
get caught. Yeah, it's legal.
It's legal.
It's legal unless you get caught.
No, it's legal.
No,
If you evade those taxes,
of course,
right? Then you get but it's legal. You can do it.
you can.
Otherwise, people will not do it.
No, they do it, but that's illegal. Like that. That's a big difference between United States and everybody else, right? You are like a let's say you are a French guy or you are a Japanese guy, right? And you leave Japan and move to United States. You only have to pay United States taxes, but United States you can move wherever you want. You can move to Europe or whatever it is. You still have to pay the government taxes. Federal taxes.
Only if you keep residence in the United States.
No. United States does not have that law. If you are an American, let's say you are an American and you move to Peru, right? And you make money in Peru, you have to declare that on the federal taxes.
Because it's earned income.
Yes, all the money that you make overseas, you have to pay.
So the loophole is what Cesar was saying is that what you do is you create a company. So technically the money is not yours. The money belongs to a company. It's like a trust. Now the only difference is that because what you do is that you can make yourself the what they call it, the person that is assigned to move the money, but it's not yours.
Okay.
Then you can move the money. Now that is illegal. That's what people do.
I should say, I mean, none of us are giving any tax advice.
No,
Please,
right.
Make your own research.
Yeah.
Don't sue us.
Yeah, no, of course. This is we just having a conversation. None of us are experts on this.
But my understanding is that they go to the Cayman Islands, for example, because they do not report it to the Americans. So it's a way to evade illegally the taxes.
Yeah,
none of that is legal.
But,
like let's say, for example, you take $100 million, right, and you put it on the Cayman Islands, and then you use that to buy shares on VOO, right, and you're now making a profit of that. But absolutely, is your company there that is making it, and so you don't know. The only reason is that you do not the islands are not reported to the Americans, and you can make all this money hiding it from the government. But all of that is illegal.
Okay.
But I was just talking more about the legal loopholes.
We're also talking about in the United States, right? We don't want to go overseas on this stuff. So you were saying about.
So I think going back to where you have to look at historically, where did it go wrong? Where did it get so chaotic? Which I think is, to me, my understanding is that when Reagan created the changes in the taxes, that's when you begin to see a like on steroids, the wealth gap, right? Because that's when you're starting to see now, which is I think is ridiculous, which is because it's hoarding. You're hoarding money. There shouldn't. I strongly believe trillionaires should not exist. There's no reason why a trillionaire should exist.
What about a billionaire?
I don't think billionaires should exist either.
What about a millionaire?
Yeah, I think millionaires should exist, but
Sure,
there should be a cap. There should be a cap
What would be
of
the
wealth. A cap would be 5 million.
I mean, over that, nobody should have more.
No, because you can spend 7 generations. If you're a billionaire, you can spend more than 7 generations of that wealth and still have money left over.
So
To the point is like again, it goes to hoarding. We criticize people for hoarding, papers or whatever, right? But these people are hoarding money, and then for them to have the power to do whatever they want, I don't think nobody should have that power.
What if they don't hoard it and they actually put it in something? They are not like putting in a bank, but they put it in factories. Will that be okay?
No, because that's an industry that it's not just one person; it's a multitude of people, and it goes back to labor. I
no,
think go
man,
back
you know what the hell
to
you're
labor
talking
rights.
about.
But
Yes.
let's explore that. Don't.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's a new idea.
So look.
No, wait.
Hold on. Let me
Wait for a
finish this
second.
point. Let me finish this point. Let me finish this point. Right? When it comes to taxes, the whole purpose of taxes is to put back into society.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of that.
Mm-hmm.
What has happened is now you have philanthropy who has taken over. You have rich people that say that they're paying more taxes, but they're putting it into their own nonprofit ventures.
It's totally
right?
a scam. Yes.
Which is a scam.
Totally a scam.
And that's what I'm in disagreement with. That's why I feel there should be a cap on how much money individuals should have.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, companies in it, that's a little bit different.
Well, what about Elon Musk or just the Bezos or the guy from Facebook? Where do they fit in your philosophy?
No, there shouldn't exist. I don't believe that there should exist billionaires.
Amazon,
Facebook, for
Amazon
example.
alone has over 1 million employees.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon alone.
Okay.
So this is my
Which are underpaid.
Totally.
So look.
If they will be well paid, then you will be okay with the.
Yeah, because that would change their whole income that they're bringing in.
So
it would be
for
more
example,
equitable for everybody.
For example, the guys from SpaceX, they are really well paid.
Yeah, the scientists are.
No, all of them.
All of them
Even
are.
the welders.
Yeah.
I mean, the welders are making like 240.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
That's crazy. In that case, you are okay with the.
Tesla alone is one of the best companies pay benefits and everything in the country.
But in that case, you are okay with them having all that money or no?
I can't really make a strong judgment because I need to research more.
So the problem again, we're taxing the rich. Let's go back to the nonsense that.
But you do
Cesar
have to
was
admit
saying.
at least that it does look like a sin, or it looks like a very, very immoral that somebody has $1 trillion.
So
a trillion.
Yeah.
He's a trillionaire.
So let me ask you something.
Yes.
Let's say that there wasn't water. No, okay. Let's say that. Let's say
You
that.
say, like a good socialist took my money.
No, let's say that there's no more water.
That's my money.
Well, I mean, you said as an example. Let's say that there's no water in the planet. Just give me an example. There's no water in the planet. But you sat in your basement for years. You would develop. You spend your money. You did all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You study. You read books, and somehow you come out with some formula, some pill that could create, which we do have it now, but anyway, seawater into drinkable water. Mm-hmm. Just with one pill. Let's say that you have a gallon of water, you put the pill, you mix it, and then it becomes drinkable water. Okay? And let's say that you sell this because it's your product, you made it, and you sell it for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Not even $1, $0.25, because you want everybody to have it. Okay? $0.25.
Mm-hmm.
You save 6 billion lives, and you selling this for $0.25.
Mm-hmm.
That will automatically make you a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with that?
Okay.
What is wrong with that?
Right?
But then you go to
all these people that you talk, okay, that you mention, have changed our lives.
Yes.
Not just here, all around the world have changed our lives. No matter what they did about it, because you see, this one thing. You know, look, you can have this house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can have 5 kids, and your kids go to school, they do their thing. You're the one that come in. You're the one that has to fix the roof. You're the one that bought the house. You're the one that bought the land. You're the one that built the house. You're the one that do the repairs. You're the one that pay for everything. And you have 5 kids here. Who should get the credit? Your 5 kids, because once in a while they take out the garbage, and once in a while they do the dishes.
Okay. What
So
if
so
you go to the other extreme? No, wait.
no,
What
because
if you what if you go
no,
to the
because
other
I'm not finished.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
finish
sorry.
your point.
I'm not finished. My point here is this. Okay, we try to take away the success of people because for some reason, and I don't understand this. We don't appreciate. I don't think we don't appreciate what they've done. I don't care about the billionaires. I don't see names. I never see names. I see this. It's helping us move to the next step in our society. Okay, no matter which industry it is, because it's different industries. You got medicine, you got pharmaceuticals, you got you got people living longer. People are all these people having less stuff. We don't have people not dying from starvation anymore. The only people dying from starvation are people that are living in bad governments that they do that on purpose. We people living longer, they're getting more educated. No matter what you do now, everything in our society is growing so drastically and so fast, and it's cheaper and it's affordable for everybody. Nowadays, if you don't go have a college degree, it's because you don't want to. College is free for everybody. Everything is free for everybody. So this a group of people in their fields that were able to make this happen. And instead of rewarding them, we make them look like they're the bad people
Mm-hmm.
because they did something so great. To me, that makes no sense.
No, okay, but the idea that they are the ones, they absolutely have improved our lives, right? Absolutely. But the idea that they are the ones that make our society great, that is an insane idea.
Mm-hmm.
No.
The teachers,
No.
the nurses,
Okay.
the doctors, they are the ones.
They gave you the tools to do it.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Nobody gave the tools to somebody building houses. They build it.
Let me.
Yes.
Okay, look.
One and second, I'm sorry that I interrupted. Okay, and they say that those are the ones, the millionaires, the guy from Facebook, right? You said he deserves to have the money that he has. They say that
I didn't give no names.
Okay, no, but let's
Right.
say my case, right? I say that guy. Let's say that the guy deserves his money, right? What about somebody that is an excellent broker on Vanguard, right? There is this guy, what's his name? He has right now like $800 million. He had made them in 12 years, right? Just he's a guru on Vanguard. Like he can buy and sell the stocks. Politicians are jealous of this guy.
Okay.
Politicians, from Congress are jealous of this guy. He has just make money.
Okay.
He has no build anything. He has no help nobody. He only has he knows how to make money.
Okay.
Well, you cannot put the same guy in the same room as a millionaire that have make millions.
Yes.
Building something.
Yes.
You can.
Because look, Magic Johnson is a trillionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Magic Johnson's not a trillionaire.
He's a trillionaire.
No.
Yeah, Magic Johnson is a trillionaire.
I think he has like a 120.
Oh, he's a billionaire,
Okay.
but he's out there.
Mm-hmm.
He's a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
He's a performer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing as a performer.
Okay.
These are people that gave something
Yes,
out
that's
that
what
the
I'm saying.
majority of the people like it or enjoy it so much that they're willing to give them their money to.
And that's what I'm saying.
And
I agree.
that's what I'm saying.
That
So
is okay.
this is the.
What about somebody that is just in a room, in front of a computer, goes, I don't know, 3-4 hours every day, right? And he makes all this money. Has more. There are people that with a computer.
We pay for skills, man.
No, but these are nobody.
Is that a skill? Is that a talent?
Yes, it's a talent.
So that's what you pay for. Listen, you go.
So if we're basing it on that, then companies like for example because there's Tesla, then there's SpaceX.
Let's put it aside.
Right. There's people that are good at manipulating.
That's
right,
what I'm talking about.
Investments of manipulating the money, how you spend, who gets ownership, creating these companies to take over those scientists. Right, the guy that you're mentioning, right? The example of the guy that created the water to make water, right?
No, I just make
No, but I'm just saying, but
right.
an example, right?
Okay.
That
I mean,
person,
that
right?
does exist.
That
It does
person.
exist.
So
Somebody
then
makes
my
it.
question would be to you. My question would be, how much is enough
Yeah.
for the invention that you created this invention that you helped all these people? How much is enough? Because that's when it gets to the point of why the rich get taxed more, because it's hoarding. You're hoarding money to just play around and bullshit.
So one of the things, look, for you to be able to, if you look, Magic Johnson.
How much is enough? Like, that's my question. How much is enough?
Enough is what people are willing to give you. That's when it's enough. Because look, Magic Johnson was a millionaire when he was a basketball player. What made him a billionaire, it was his investments. Mm-hmm. What he did with his money.
No, he's okay with it, but
no. What I'm trying to tell you is this, okay? What I'm trying to tell you is this: if you make popcorn, right, and your popcorn is so great that you become a millionaire, and then you start making different flavors of popcorn, and now you become even more a billionaire. All you're doing is selling popcorn, but your people like popcorn so much. Mm-hmm. They just like popcorn, but guess what? All these people have one thing in common, okay? They have to take the biggest risk of their lives to be able to become what they are. Meaning, it's like playing cards. They put everything on the table. They gamble. I'm going to open another store here. I'm going to open a store here. I'm going to do this. And we're going to go to the next level. So they did that. In that process, they created thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs. Towns were generated because of a factory that was put in there. Okay? That's cities, families, everything. So
I think you have romanticized too much.
No, I haven't.
You think all the millionaires are from what's that writer?
No,
Aaron.
It's like you could say. You know what the problem is? That this is the problem with most people.
You're talking about 20% of them.
They only focus on the top three richest people because they're the easiest target. But there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of millionaires that buy pools, buy mansions, buy luxury cars, they carry an industry. Okay? Why should we punish them? Because they're successful?
No, it's punishing them. You act like it's what punishment is what to pay. For example, that's my question. You haven't answered yet. How much is enough? You said whatever they allow you to invest. So that means you're okay with if you have one person that controls $1 trillion that created, for example, let's just use like the car service, right? You have all these new apps now. I create an app that you can get your food or whatever, right? I create this app that can hire how many people?
The Arizona
my point is this:
the Arizona guy said this years ago. Hey,
let me finish my point.
Hey, I'm not gonna sell my drink for more than $1.
You romanticize these people too much.
And he said,
they
asked him why not? Because I've already got too much money, and basically I don't need more money. Yeah, he's still selling his Arizona. People like his freaking Arizona drink, and he's still making money. Because when you have a product that is that good, that people will come back and over and buy it. Mm-hmm. Okay? Is it your fault that you were able to create something so successful that people will come back to get it and buy it over and over? Yeah, it does, because that's growth. It keeps growing.
The point is, how much should that person be making? To make $1 billion, $1 trillion?
It's not up to the person, man.
It should be taxed.
It's not
to make equitable. Because, for example, what you're not taking into account is how many factory workers does it make to make one can of drink, and how much are they earning, and what is their living situation compared to this trillionaire that had this great idea, but now has to have all these other people in order for him to maintain that money, right? how much? That's the point is it boils down to is what is equitable.
Even enough. What is enough?
What is
Because
enough?
You do romanticize it, bro.
No,
you
there-
put
no,
all
There
this-
should be no trillionaire.
There's no
Look,
This
what about the other millionaires?
It's just greed.
What about the other billionaires? Look, just please, a billionaire that has not make any of what you're saying, right? That they have only destroyed. They have only, as I said, gambled their money in an amazing way, right? And actually, they make money closing factories, destroying factories, closing markets. No, for no reason that one of the best cases is these people that buy a factory just to close it, so it will not compete with these other factories, right? And they make crazy amount of money. They do not own none of these factories. They only get paid by this, right? Like I don't want to say names because I don't want to be sued. But there is this guy that pretty much short stock one of these factories, right? And make sure that this factory will only buy products from these very expensive providers. They call them all the lower providers because the only reason that he wanted is the factory to go underwater, so he can cash on
monopolize the
he can short the sector, and he ended up with millions of dollars, right? You see, there is a lot of these millionaires that are not these romantic.
No, we're not talking about you. I don't know why you keep saying that. We're talking about why we should tax the rich.
Right.
And that's
He's not rich. What about this case?
That's what I'm saying. To make it equitable. That's my argument. Is to make it equitable so everybody can have a decent living.
Because you're making it sound like they're not paying taxes, which they already are.
Nobody's saying that they're not.
You wanted to even pay more taxes.
Yes. Because again, what is excessive?
That makes no sense.
Do you believe that there's excessive?
What are you going to do with the money?
Okay,
you're going to have better healthcare. You're going to have better schools. You're going to have better.
Do we have better healthcare? Do we have better schools? Do we have anything better? We've been taxing the rich for the last 100 fucking years. Do we have anything better?
We had better healthcare system.
Oh my God! What the fuck are you talking about? We have one of the worst healthcare systems in the world.
Why?
Because
we have privatized it. We have privatized a lot of our healthcare. The pharmaceuticals have been privatized to make profit. Just like you can buy one pill for, let's say, for Advil, right? That's like a name brand, and you buy the generic is going to be cheap. Why should there be a difference? Why? Just because you're buying a name brand. There should be no difference. It should be equitable. But because you have this privatization and the rich getting richer, they pay less taxes because they can pay lobbyists to go to Congress. So that's the problem. It's greed. It's greed.
It gets subsidized. It gets subsidized.
Okay.
Because subsidized means it's a socialist system. That is why they don't want competition. So therefore, the government pays for it because they want the United States, not on paper, but in action, it's a socialist system. That's why we have all these fucking programs.
Rich, socialist for the rich.
Oh yes, you're right. Man, look.
Who got bailed out from who got bailed out? The banks? Who got bailed out? The housing, Fannie Mac and all those other people, they got bailed out. Did poor people get bailed out? No. So you say socialist for who? For the rich, because they get all these tax breaks so they can continue there. The rich take money, they give money, but they also take in money as well.
Yes.
So there's really a balance where, as people say, they get taxed so much, but they're also taking in.
Who pays more taxes in the country?
The rich people, because they make the most. That's just a common sense.
But you want to tax them even more.
Yes, because nobody should be a trillionaire.
But you have no.
So you want to put a cap on how much?
Yes, there should be a cap on how much you can make to invest back into the social services that are in grave need. For example, China, the poorest people in China don't have the problems that we have, and they have a shitload more people. For example, the homelessness issue in China does not exist like how it exists here. Now, there is a lot of issues that they have, and that's a whole nother conversation. But when regards to taxes, there's more equitable.
First of all, you have to admit there is a crime.
First of all, we have talked about China so many times, and we've already addressed that nobody can know what happened. China has been lying the whole time about everything. Okay, they've been lying about their numbers a lot. China has collapsed.
So do we.
Okay.
China has
So do
collapsed.
we.
So to say China as an example is a horrible,
So do we.
bad example.
But it bothers
Okay.
you that there are all these people, most of them drug addicts, of course,
Mhm.
living on the streets, right? And they have nothing. In the same land that you have billionaires, does not bother you a little?
No,
Like something is not working.
no. So
I have no idea how to fix it.
so
But
so,
every
And you tax the rich. So put those services.
so
So
first of all,
so you
first of all,
alleviate those.
I don't know why the tax revisions do nothing. First of all, when you look at when you look at the spend that we have on social services, we spend, when I say when you say the United States spends so much money on services, okay, that literally, if these programs will actually work, if the people that actually run this
Totally.
thing, there should be no homeless,
Yeah.
nobody from, everybody should have a house, okay, but it doesn't because it's a corrupted system.
Yeah.
They don't want to fix it,
Especially
and they just want more money.
especially
And all they keep, the same people that have this corruption keep saying, let's tax the rich.
like
Because they just
California,
want more money,
I
not
think-
to fix the
I
problem.
think in California,
California
now,
is king for that.
is established now that in California, like 30% of their budget goes pretty much to corruption. You know, that's like an insane number.
California is a mess. It's
Mhm.
always been a mess.
Mhm.
It's a disgrace what they done with the money. It's a disgrace what they done with the homeless. Billions of dollars to spend, and every year they got more homeless.
Mhm.
But yeah, they keep asking for more money.
Mhm.
Where is that money going? But yeah, let's tax the rich because we need more.
So you
Just-
want to just
look,
tax people as
let-
much as they need,
Well,
or there is like
listen,
a moral thing here?
we're from New York.
Okay.
Okay, when did we started paying for the damn bridge? 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, right?
Okay.
That we started paying
Oh, the
to
tolls?
go to Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
What did they say? Oh, it's to fix the roads and to fix this and to fix that.
I think it was more about pollution than.
Okay, whatever. No, it wasn't about pollution. They were supposed to fix a whole bunch of crap.
Okay.
Now, number one, they're making millions of dollars a month. I think they're making millions and millions of dollars a month on revenue.
It's not called like the pollution tax or something?
Has New York City got any better?
No.
No. Has the traffic got any better?
No.
No.
For
Has
the
the
first
school,
month did.
has the
And then
school,
went back to
has the
normal.
school got any better?
No.
Did the roads get any better? But she wants to increase it because she wants more money. That's my problem. Yeah, let's tax the rich because we need it. Okay, what are you doing with the money now that you need more? Because no matter what we give you, it's never going to be enough. You say, oh, they got too much. But you're going to keep asking for more and more and more. I could tax the rich 5% right now. And in a year, no, they got to pay more. 5% more. No, they got to pay more. It's never going to end. But at the end, the result, it doesn't change either.
But you are in favor of a progressive tax.
Listen, this is, first of all, again, taxation, okay, taxation was never supposed to be, we fought, when I said the United States fought for the freedom against taxation. That's how it started. There was never taxes in this land until the freaking politicians changed the law. But nobody was paying taxes before. The country was doing fine. Okay? When they started paying taxes, it created this problem. He said something about Reagan. The truth of the matter is that the United States went to hell after World War II. Many things happened after World War II. Number one, they started providing all these freaking services. That first it was, and this is how it always starts, it was supposed to be only for the veterans that were coming back from the war. And then expanded it to this person, and to this person, and to this person, and to this person. A service that was supposed to be only momentarily, just for a few years, while everybody that was coming out from the war will get back into the feed. What is it? 70 years later, 80 years later, still have them. And now it's a freaking balloon that can't be stopped.
Why?
And that's going to keep happening because we made a system before World War II. Everybody in the United States was okay. Okay? Everybody was okay.
No.
There wasn't a big issue. Everything, but people buying American. What was to happen? All this other stuff happened. All these laws that happened. World War
actually
II.
make America rich, brother. Not the
No. Because we start selling to other countries.
Okay.
That's the reason why. This was the only country that was not blown up. Somebody got to get the sand and all this stuff to build. We sold it to them. That's how we became millionaire. I mean, the country became even a bigger country.
The military industry
because we sold everything to all the countries to rebuild themselves. But what I'm trying to tell you is this: prove me one time that when you have tax people, this is what happens all the time. They say let's tax the rich. The United States started taxing the rich back in the 30s, I think. Okay. And it was only supposed to be for the rich.
Yeah, 2%.
For the 2%. Nobody else is going to pay taxes because they got to pay the share. They don't pay enough. They're millionaires. At that time, they were millionaires because there were no billionaires, I think. They got too much money. The same arguments 30 years, 100 years ago are using it now. The same freaking arguments. Nothing fixed. Things just got worse. But let's tax the rich. They got to pay more. They got to pay the share. What is the difference? A millionaire 100 years ago is a billionaire now. A billionaire 100 years ago is a trillionaire now. Nothing has changed. Nothing has freaking changed.
You're wrong.
Oh, of course I am.
Tell us what you think.
So you're putting a narrative that is very, very narrow. You're not looking into the bills that got passed, the greed that capitalism creates regarding who benefits, who doesn't benefit. You're wrong in saying that during the World War, because it was 1913 when this whole thing started.
So give me one example when you have taxed the rich has actually done anything. Show me one example that actually because let me
Social Security, Medicare, right?
Public schools.
Right? Public schools.
They'll collapse.
But why did they collapse? You're to an extent
public schools
they collapse.
How come?
Because it's going into the private sector. So there's less money going into.
Okay, no.
The quality of education has
for what we put in.
That has always been bad. There's no moment the public schools.
Well, it's always been bad because the system.
No. There was a time.
Changed.
Every
other industry has changed.
There was a time that the American education was very good. Before they created the Board of Ed. Because there was no education department before. They created that recently. But before that,
education has never been. I'm talking about elementary school. Middle school has never been good in the United States.
Well, what we put in that when you look back and you look at how much money we put before and the results that we got, we were pretty decent. When you look at now, that's what I'm saying is going horrible. What we're putting now into the education department and what we get back is horrible.
No, brother.
What? There's people that go to college right now that have to take remedial classes in math, English, because they don't know how to read or write or do the basic math. So how can you tell me he's doing great? They got students. We got students right now that get passed grade to grade just because they need to pass them. Don't even know anything. So don't tell me that the education system is good.
It's great. It's a great service.
Look.
Why? Because they give you free lunch and free dinner and free lunch and free breakfast.
That you have
a lot of people. You believe it or not, a lot of kids depend on those free lunches.
Oh my! But we're talking about education, man.
Yes, but this is the problem.
They cannot even read at freaking level.
Okay, but
we are ranked 39 of the 40. For the 40 countries in the world, we are rated 39. But we spend the most for all these countries. So how can you tell me that we're doing great?
I'm telling you, brother.
No, I don't want to hear you. Don't tell me that we're 39 and we're doing great. We're doing great because we in 39 place. Yeah, that's fantastic. We're not 40.
Let's get back to the taxes. Let's get back to the taxes.
What fucking sense is that?
Let's get back to the taxes because this is how it relates to the poor quality of education that we have, which has always been bad. I agree with you. No.
Did I know? Did you give me more to fail?
No. We should change the whole academic system. The whole education system should change.
And that should be with taxes?
Of course.
So we should declare. So we should declare that people should pay more taxes, so they could get better at school. Shouldn't the
No, not
parents-
just better schools.
So let me ask you something.
Better-
Shouldn't the parents,
better academics.
shouldn't the parents that send the kids to the school paid more? Since they're the ones actually getting all
No.
the services. No.
No, it should be public.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is,
Yeah, we pay taxes
No,
for
what-
schools.
okay, most people don't pay taxes, man. 70% of the people in this country don't pay taxes.
Okay, they should
Where are you
be
getting this
able
from?
to. They should be able to
They don't pay
send.
taxes.
They
We buy a soda, you're paying the tax.
Yeah, no, yeah, but
What are you
no,
talking about?
No. I'm talking about no.
You mean income tax,
Yeah,
right?
we're talking about income
Okay,
tax.
say it like
We're
that.
talking about income tax. Because that's what most people say when they pay. I pay my taxes. They're talking about income tax.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, you pay taxes, but if you get a check back at the end of the year, you didn't pay no fucking taxes.
Okay, but what he is right is that even
you do, it's called
they
income.
No,
credits.
man, it's
Earned
not.
income credits.
You're getting your money
That's
back.
how you get money back.
You're getting your money back. So
Okay,
therefore, you
yeah,
need to pay
but
taxes.
he's right that even they, right? Even
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
people
you're
that
right,
are
you're
under
right.
that bracket, they do go to a grocery store and they pay taxes.
Everybody
they do
has
buy
to pay-
electric.
Yes,
Listen,
you're talking about earned income.
listen,
We're talking about earned income.
we're talking
Earned
about
income tax.
earned income, which is
yeah.
the bulk of the taxes. The
Yes.
earned income.
Yes, but
Okay.
poor people do pay taxes. It's just not into that bracket.
Okay, so they don't pay taxes.
No, they do.
Look,
You can know.
They pay taxes, but then they get a check at the end of the year, so they get their money back.
No,
They
no.
don't?
No, you're talking about
They
income.
don't. That's
no.
what we're talking about.
No, rent, water, food,
Yes.
everything is taxed.
Yes.
And you do not get no money back from
Yes.
none of that.
So the two biggest taxes that you have
Mhm.
is your income tax,
Yes.
which is your personal tax.
Mhm.
That if you get a revenue, when you get a check at the end of the year, you're gonna pay taxes.
Yeah.
You get your money back, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Now the next tax that the people have is property tax,
Mhm.
right? Which means that if you own a home or you own land or something, you have to pay taxes,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Now some people get because of repairs or stuff like that, they could get deductibles, but you have to pay taxes on.
Mhm.
So if you are low income or you're renting, you don't have that tax. You
Mhm.
just pay rent,
Mhm.
right? But if you own a house, you have a mortgage.
No.
But on
Rent-
top of the mortgage,
rent-
you pay the taxes, right?
No.
No, you don't pay. You don't. So you just pay. You don't have to pay taxes on
No,
mortgage.
well, you
don't have to pay taxes on
I'm
mortgage.
correcting.
You don't have to
You
pay. I'm
said-
asking you.
I'm trying to
No.
respond.
Answer me this.
I'm
If
trying-
you own a house and you
Yes.
pay a mortgage, do you have to pay taxes at the end of the year or
Yes.
every quarter? Just say yes.
How though?
So say yes.
No, because you said if you rent a house, you do not need to pay
No.
taxes.
I say when you rent. I
Absolutely
didn't say house.
part-
When you rent
Okay,
an apartment,
if you rent an apartment, part of the rent is going to the taxes.
the owner pays the taxes from that.
No.
Yeah,
If you pay $2,000 on rent,
Yes.
how much of that goes to taxes?
I don't know because that's up to the owner.
No,
You don't pay taxes.
Absolutely. You
the person-
think
the-
that
the person-
he just takes the money? No, a big
So
part of that goes to taxes.
Because if I pay for this
No,
car for $5,
So
right?
when you
I'm
sign a
taking into
lease,
account what it took
so
to
you tell
make
me
it.
that if I go,
So I am paying
if I go
for
to a building
the
right
taxes
now,
on that.
Yes.
if I go to a building right now
Yes.
and I ask, hey, do you pay rent here? Yeah. How much you pay? $1,000. How much is that on taxes? I don't know. Nobody knows how much you pay on
Okay,
taxes.
that no
man.
matter.
No
But
matter.
I still
But
pay
no,
taxes.
because what I'm trying to tell you is this. Okay,
Yes.
people that pay rent
Yes.
is a flat rate.
Yes.
Everything is included.
Yes.
Okay,
The
now,
idea
okay,
that they are not
Included
now.
in that, no, that's included is also the taxes you have to pay every
People
year.
that pay, yeah, but the people that pay mortgage
Yes.
have to pay every quarter property tax
Okay.
away outside the mortgage.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. But
So
you're
you say
implying-
no. You keep saying no.
Because you're implying that people that pay rent are not paying
Right.
taxes in that
Right.
rent.
It's included.
Yes.
It's included.
Okay, we'll say it like that.
It's
That
included.
takes into account that it is.
So you are paying taxes.
He is right. You are paying taxes.
Of course, brother.
Yeah. What's the difference?
That you don't know that because
You don't know how much you're paying into
What's
taxes.
the difference?
But
You
you're
don't
renting,
know.
you don't know. Yeah.
Okay,
It
that
could
doesn't
be,
matter though.
but again, you don't have to pay the tax.
No,
because
you do have
no.
to pay the taxes.
You're not listening.
Uncle Sam is
You're not
very, very
listening.
particular about that.
What happens if you don't pay the rent?
You go to jail.
You get kicked out.
You
Okay, you get kicked out.
Yes.
What happens if you don't pay the taxes on your mortgage?
Foreclosure.
Foreclosure.
Okay.
So you lose your property. The other person just
So
got to
you
pack
think-
this up and go to another place to rent.
You don't see this the same, brother.
No, but you get
You
penalized.
lose your
No,
house
then,
and you
then
go
you get
through-
penalized for,
No, you don't get penalized.
as an eviction. When you get an eviction, it's hard for you to get another apartment.
Brother, you
What are you
both
talking
were
about?
paying living here. You do not pay the taxes. Now
But
you are not
back to
get
the point.
live
Back to
here.
It's
the
not
point.
the same,
To
man. It's not
close. It needs to be. You need to. The rich should pay more taxes because they contribute back into those needs.
No, because they
in
are
society.
angels that are building our society,
No,
and we
fuck
own
no.
everything for them.
No.
Right?
No.
No, you're a dumbass. I mean,
That's what you're saying.
no.
These people are angels
No,
that
no.
they bring us everything to us.
See, that's the difference between you and me. Like,
Okay.
one is that you're an idiot,
Okay.
and me, I try to explain to you how it works.
No,
And
that's
you
not.
just- you
That's
just
just
don't
a
fucking
piece
get
of
it.
the
If I
work.
What I'm trying to explain to you is this:
Just a piece.
you're gonna keep
Right or
taxing
wrong.
people for 100 years, and you never done nothing with it. And all you keep saying
That
is,
is true.
we gotta keep taxing the rich because they don't pay enough. When is gonna be enough? You say,
Yeah.
when is enough for the money for them? When is enough for them? All I'm asking
When you have
all
a
I'm
better
asking here
economic
is,
system,
show me
that's not
one
capitalist.
thing.
That's when it'll
Show
be
me
better.
one thing.
But I did.
So-
And you don't want to.
No, because
Schools, public schools.
okay, what are you talking about? And I just explained to you that is the worst.
Why you pay taxes?
It's
to pay,
the worst.
to support public.
It's the worst. So in my return,
But why is it the
Okay,
worst?
but- okay,
Why is it the worst?
oh yeah,
Because they keep cutting programs.
being on
They-
page
we
39
gotta pay
is
for-
good.
Okay,
Being
it's the
39
worst.
out of 40 is
Yeah.
great.
No, nobody's
Because
saying that. You're right on that.
So it doesn't
the point
work.
is,
So it doesn't work.
listen.
So
who's one-
we're gonna keep
Totally
bumping
work.
the
money.
lady that's running our public education now is a
Oh.
fucking idiot that should not even be there.
Oh yeah, because
Okay,
because
she
the
needs to
one
go back to
before,
wrestling.
because the
and
one
do whatever
before,
the fuck she was
because the
doing
one
before.
before was doing so great. Come on, man.
Okay.
The education system has been collapsed for years.
I agree.
It didn't
I
collapse
agree.
last year.
I agree.
It didn't collapse
There's
5
no
years
disagreement
ago.
there.
It didn't collapse 10 years
There's
ago.
no disagreement
It collapsed
there.
long time
There's no
ago.
disagreement.
No, I do disagree. No,
No.
I totally disagree.
I know you like your free breakfast and your
No,
free lunch.
Hold on. No. You,
I know,
that's
that's
so
you're
probably the best thing that they got.
You're
That's probably the best thing
comparing,
they
you're
got.
comparing our schools with other schools, right? And you said, oh, it's the worst of them. Absolutely. Okay, let's agree with that, right?
Mhm.
But the idea that a kid does not go to a school in the United States and learn how to read, learn how to write, gets friends, gets a basic education, gets breakfast, gets lunch, comes home. The idea that that is not important, or that we will be better if tomorrow we close our public schools, that is just insane, bro.
Now who say that?
You just
No,
say
I
that.
didn't
No,
say
the
that.
look.
I
The
didn't say
reason
that.
why
What I
public
said
schools
is, why keep pumping money into something that doesn't work?
It does work.
No.
Maybe it does not work as good as other things.
it's not working for a reason. It's not working for a reason because
think
it's
it's not
not
working?
It's not working
It's
because
not working, man.
it's not well invested.
So
It's
how
not
will
well
you fix it though?
funded.
Like, we get better grades.
You have to change the whole curriculum. You have to change the approach of how we're educated.
You think that will
for
improve
example,
society?
I have a friend that just came back from Europe,
Mhm.
from Germany.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You think
They
we will
use
be
the
better?
Montefiore approach of education,
Okay.
but my thing is the taxes, the investment that the government puts into those social services is completely different than what we have here. How we are spending our tax money because we have crooked politicians that don't
So you
don't
think-
invest properly.
You think our kids will be better like in a Japanese kind of environment?
Of
Where
course,
you do believe that?
I agree.
Go and ask the kids; they do not agree, brother.
So
The idea that your childhood
look.
should be studied.
Where does Japan rank in regards to education?
Bro,
personally,
second,
honestly, I don't know.
okay, let's
I
say
don't
that.
care about
better than the
United
US,
States.
it's
Oh
in the
yeah,
news.
oh
Okay,
yeah.
so you
Right,
think-
way
It's
better.
on the top.
Wait,
on the
wait.
top
Exactly.
10.
So
Okay, but go and see
it
the
works.
kids. You look, our kids here, right, in the States are studying 2-3 hours a day, right? I mean, like actually studying.
yeah,
The idea that it would be better if they study 5 or 6, you think that will make a better childhood better? Like,
Yeah.
I think so.
absolutely no.
You
brother.
know, for somebody that has your day kid in every after-school program, that don't have everything on the weekends, learning another freaking language, you're gonna come up with that nonsense bullshit that you just said.
I think
Shut the fuck up.
it's
So for you
It
it's
is,
good,
it is,
but for
it is
everybody
because-
else it's not. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
No, what I'm talking
No,
about
that's exactly
is
what it is.
Our kids, maybe you should improve it a little more.
So for your
Maybe
kid, it's
a-
okay to
I
study
think
6,
it's
7
the investment.
hours,
To me,
but
it's the
everybody else is
investment.
3 hours.
There's
At the end of the
two
day,
issues.
at the end of the day, listen. Yes, the rich. First of all, let me do my closure, then everybody can do their own thing.
Okay.
So please make sure you leave your comments. We want to hear it, please. And soon we're going to start answering questions. Some of you guys are leaving some great comments. We appreciate it. Okay, so real quick, we've been taxing the rich for almost 100 years now. That's nothing new. Taxing the rich is nothing new. It's nothing new. We've been doing it for a while. Getting us really nowhere, because what you do is it's like having a kid that you give a kid $1 to go to school, and the kid gets used to the dollar. So in a couple of weeks, he's like, "Can I get $2?" And you just give the kid $2. That is a system that we live in. We have built a system that is never going to be satisfied. So we're always going to ask for more. There's a couple of things that I'm going to go against taxing the rich. Number two is one. There's no one. The people that make that decision of taxing the rich are millionaires already. There's now, or maybe they are, but most of the people in the Senate and Congress, or the executive or the presidency, are millionaires. You don't see them giving them money. You don't see it saying, I've never heard Bernie say, I think I have enough millions of dollars. I don't need any more. Gee, just take my money. They never do that. They never even say that. They want other people's money, but don't touch their money. That's why they pass laws that the rich can still be rich, because they're already rich. Okay? That's number one. The other thing is this. It's proven over and over and over again. We're projecting to receive $100 million from taxing the rich on their rent portfolio, whatever. And then the rich, all they do is they hide it, they move it, they get a good lawyer, they put it somewhere else, and now from the $100 million, they only collected 20. They need $100 million. It had to come up with somewhere, and it goes to the middle class and it goes to the poor. There's never been a time where taxing the rich means tax the rich. Never. All the time when they say let's tax the rich, it's tax the middle class. All the time. There's not one time that tax the rich means tax the rich. That's why, to me, it's a joke that people keep falling for it. They keep asking for more money for services that don't go anywhere, for services that don't do anything good. Instead of doing it again or over again or finding a way to fix it, they keep doing the same thing over and over again, knowing that it's not going to work. And at the end, they keep asking for more money. Taxing the rich is good. Everybody should pay taxes because we all need to put in the pot. Everybody needs to put in the pot. But if it's my money, at least I like to see where my money is going. And I just keep giving money to somebody, and then the money just disappears.
Okay, I want to go or you go?
Yes, please go.
Okay, I'll go. So my closing statement is, as I started, and it hasn't been answered yet, how much is enough? There's services that should be going back into community to improve the systems, such as healthcare, such as even transportation, right, infrastructure, all these different things as education and so forth. There should be no reason or there's no justification really why we have trillionaires. There should be a cap on how much an individual can make to contribute back to society. Those that make more should contribute more. That's just, I think, almost common sense. I think the biggest issue that we need to really be discussing more at length is the system, because this is what capitalism creates. It creates division. It creates inequality. That's just what capitalism is. And so until we really tackle that, then we're gonna have these arguments on who's paying more, who's paying less, because that's the way that this system creates. And I'll leave it at that. But I think there's a continued conversation that needs to continue to be more dived into in depthness of those issues, because the education system it is messed up. Our education is horrible, and it's not so much the funding. It's more of the quality of education, what we're learning and how we're learning it. Because in different developed countries, Their approach to education is completely different to our approach. We have been using the same approach to education for over 100 years, while every other industry has evolved and changed and improved. But our education system continues to be the same. We have old textbooks. We have old information that is no longer valid because those are not factual things that we continue to learn. And I think but I think again, is a continuing conversation to be had about the taxes and the rich. And I'll leave it at that.
I think that is a great thing that we have a progressive tax. We all agree on that, right? And
what do you mean by progressive? If you want me to ask?
Gradually.
Like basically, the rich pay more than the poor. The more that you make, your tax progresses higher and higher and higher. We do have like a progressive tax system.
But are you taking into account where they're also taking, right? Because you pay, but then you also take.
We should totally.
Right, and that's just what's the problem.
No, we should also. Honestly, I haven't heard enough about this. What you said, but you're probably right, and we should count all of that. And for second, I will say that we should not romanticize or making a god capitalism. You know, like the idea that a person can have that has never worked on his life can have $600 million or $800 million. Somebody that has never worked, has never created anything, and that's definitely the result of capitalism. It could end up with some of these, right? That sounds to be a sin, or the same somebody that grows up with nothing. You know, like clearly is a sin of capitalism. But socialism, I mean, like clearly also has done horrible things, have killed and destroyed whole societies. Just as Venezuela, you know, used to be the most beautiful country. They call it like a European country because it was so beautiful, and socialism have destroyed it. So both sides should not be romanticized. Both sides can do horrible things, and that are clearly human sins, right? The education, I do see maybe we should improve a little or something like that. But the idea that our kids will be very served if they are enslaved into working, like in the big cities in China, for example, kids are studying 7-8 hours a day, right? They pretty much have no friends. The depression levels are insane. That we should achieve to that? Absolutely no. Maybe we should not, you know, we went to the other extreme that they are not learning anything. They should learn like at least 3 hours a day or something like that. 2 hours is probably too little, like what we have now. But even if you go to Japanese kids, you know, they are like if you see how much they study and all of that, like what is so important that at 18 you graduate knowing everything? What is that? Nobody asked that question. Everybody just assumed that is the best thing. But if you see, for example, the happiness levels of the real studies about happiness, American kids are very happy, way more than Japanese or Chinese or many other areas of Asia. You know, and if you compare it with them in general,
we have one of the highest youth suicide rates in the world.
Here, though, because of drugs.
Regardless, right? Education. So I mean, they're learning.
Japanese have no drugs, right? And go and see the just go and see the. You think it's okay that no, please don't answer that. I don't want to be.
But we're talking about taxes, and so, I don't know the hell you're going with all this.
Because I'm saying taxes can make beautiful things. Right. We do have a great education system. We do
services.
That a lot of that is being stolen. Absolutely, I do believe that it's probably true that in California they are stealing 30% of the budget.
Not just California. That's everywhere.
That's everywhere.
That is insane, though.
But
we should fight that.
But my thing is this, and again, I keep saying this.
I thought he was closing.
No, I do the final.
Thank you very much for coming to our program. We so much
because I want to say something about the nonsense that he just said.
So
listen again.
Yes.
Okay. if you spend, $100 in
Mhm.
groceries,
Okay.
okay, and you come in and you spend $100 and $100, right? And you have to eat a lot of food. I mean,
Mhm.
according to the list that you get, oh, we're going to buy chicken, bread, all these things, right? And it's enough, right?
Mhm.
And then the next week, somebody comes and tells you, no, I need 150.
Mhm.
And then you say, why? $100 should cover for everything,
Mhm.
right? No, but I need 150. Okay, you give that person 150. But then you open the refrigerator and it's the same thing that you already had. Nothing new, nothing changed. It's the same thing,
Mhm.
right? And then a month later, say, oh, now I need 200 because I need 200. It's all right, let me give 200. And then you open it and it's the same thing. My thing is this: will you keep giving this person money?
No, absolutely
That's
not.
what I'm saying. Let's
You
fix
have a
the
great point in that.
problem now.
Mhm.
Let's fix it and then pump into what's needed. But we cannot keep pumping money to something that is just going to keep repeating itself over and over and over again.
Mhm.
We already are spending more money than any country in the world on services, and it doesn't look like it. When you go to some of these hospitals, look like a third world country hospital. Our schools are going, our roads are insanely, some roads are worse than, I travel around the world. And sometimes I think I'm in a third world country.
Mm.
Okay? So how can we keep pumping money, asking for more money, when and show no results? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, you have a lot of reason on that.
But anyway, listen, Cesar,
Continue. This
thank you so
conversation should be
much for
continued.
coming with us, and
Thank
we
you,
appreciate it.
Thank you
We
very
again,
much.
this is your home. We come here as many times as you want. It's been great
It's
having
gonna be
you.
hard. I live in California.
But anyway, you're always welcome here.
He has a daycare center there.
Oh, you one of those? One of those? With no kids. But listen, leave your comment and please subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.